Hey guys, Alex aka Miggy here. In today's video we are going to go through something very special when it comes to healing your body. It's an article I've just recently written on my website drivenanddesired.com, and the actual plant is Comfrey. I thought it'd be really important for you guys to find out more about this plant, so let's have a look. It might sound like it's a bit of a magic bullet, but can you really rapidly heal your body with the Comfrey plant? Well, the answer is yes. This awesome healing plant is native to Europe, and now it's actually found throughout North America as well, but the European settlers brought it into the US. So Comfrey is also called knit bone because it actually can fuse bones together when you break them, and it does so very quickly and painlessly. What's interesting is the official botanical name of Comfrey, which stands for what's in fitum, virtually means to unite. So people have been aware about this plant for a long time. And so the amazing healing process in this plant to heal broken bones and other flesh wounds comes from this alkaloid, and it's called allantoin. It's especially rich in the roots as opposed to the leaves, but you can also use the leaves, fresh or dried. So allantoin actually stimulates cell growth, which helps to regenerate damaged bone tissue and wounds, and rapidly speed up new healthy cell growth in the body of people and animals. Comfrey was actually my go-to plant when I injured myself, and it's so good that it makes a huge difference overnight. So I've used it for my bruised foot when I dropped this plate on my foot, and literally overnight it became better. And one of the biggest injuries I had was a torn AC joint, separation stage 3. Yeah, as well as other different cuts on my skin, like really deep cuts. Comfrey was amazing to rejuvenate my damaged tissue. So the best way to apply Comfrey root powder is as a poultice or a compress. It's usually done overnight when your body is resting and regenerating itself. Obviously, when I fell off my bike, I was mountain biking back in 2017, and I tore my AC joint in my right shoulder. The healing process took a lot longer, but instead of waiting for 3 to 4 months, it actually took about 5 to 6 weeks. So a rapid recovery nonetheless. So this is what it looks like, or I should say this is what it looked like when I injured my shoulder back in April 2017. So this is my right shoulder, and you can see there's a bone sticking out. And that's my collarbone actually protruding. So the actual, see, this is an x-ray there. This is actually my photos. And I had to go to an emergency hospital, and they couldn't really do much there but give me some pain killing drugs and basically put my arm in the sling. And this is another x-ray of me. So this is where I'm actually holding 2 heavy bottles on each arm. And so this one's fine, and this one you can see how far down the actual shoulder drops. And this is a diagram to explain better what actually happens with the AC joint separation in the shoulder. So this is a normal healthy shoulder, everything's all tied together, because your shoulder is the most mobile part of your body. You can move it pretty much in any direction. So this is the first type. So up to the first 3 stages you don't really need surgery, but if you got stage 4, 5 and 6, you definitely need the surgery to put it all together. So my one was stage 3, where the actual joint was torn on top as well as on the bottom as well. So that's why you see these bones sticking out so high up. Anyway, all the 3 surgeons that I spoke to told me not to get any surgery done, and they told me to wait about 3 months to see what happens, and then if it's still hurting or if it's causing me some type of discomfort, then I can always get a surgery. But the surgery doesn't actually reattach anything at all. I mean, they do it for aesthetic reasons, just for this bone to go down, but the joint never actually grows back together. It's pretty much for life. So I decided not to do the surgery, and I'm glad I didn't, because I ended up using Comfrey a few times a day for the next month, and yeah, now my shoulder, it still has a slight bump, but I can pretty much do everything and anything, and my strength has returned 100%. So yeah, and you can also use Comfrey to heal pulled muscles, swellings, fractures. It's really good, guys. Seriously, I'm not selling you anything in this video. There's no commission for me or anything like that. I'm just telling you how to heal yourself quickly and painlessly, and very cheaply. So yeah, you can even use it for twisted ankles. Amazing stuff. And what I use is also DMSO, which is a natural solvent that comes from wood industry, and when you mix it up together with Comfrey, it does it very quickly. So when you're using Comfrey for deep cuts and lacerations, just make sure that the wound is completely clean first. You can use hydrogen peroxide or Lugol's iodine, just because if you got some dirt or some infection deep inside your wound and you use Comfrey on top of it, that'll pretty much quickly seal the top layer of the skin and might leave the infection still present in your wound. So that's why it's best to clean it. So yeah, so if Comfrey is so great, why doesn't the modern medicine use it? So that's a great question. So much controversy surrounds the actual safety of taking Comfrey internally as food. So even though Greeks and European doctors have been using it for respiratory and digestive problems for for centuries, hundreds of years, the modern medicine fraudulently alleges that Comfrey is toxic when taken internally because it contains pyrrolizidine alkaloids that, quote, can be harmful to the liver in large doses. However, if you do your thorough research, you will discover that this is a complete smear campaign against this healing plant. That's Comfrey. Whenever the pharmaceutical industry can't patent something or turn it into a profitable drug, they create fear-mongering fake research studies, fake news, and articles trying to demonize nature. They have done this with coca tea, apricot kernels, and now Comfrey, as well as many other plants as well that you can find quickly, easily, and cheaply. So this is just a trial, a quote I've written in the article. So, quote, medical trials carried out in 1983 by Dr. S.J.L. Mount of the Henry Doubleday Association in the United Kingdom established that Comfrey root helps to ease pain. Dr. Mount conducted testing of 90 patients with osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis who consumed 4 cups of Comfrey tea, or to be precise, 9 tablets every day. All 90 patients experienced no adverse side effects or symptoms of liver toxicity or other liver problems, but 23 to 35% of patients said they felt relief from pain and vastly improved mobility. Henry Doubleday became fascinated with Comfrey's ability to heal and its benefits in the 1800s. His interest quickly grew after he observed a large number of successful applications of Comfrey as stock food and effective medicine. So in another case, 40 long-term Comfrey consumers were screened for liver function tests in another Henry Doubleday Association medical trial. All 40 patients were found perfectly healthy with no liver problems, according to Dr. Claire Anderson from the Laboratory of Pharmacokinetics and Toxicology, School of Medicine, University College London. So there you go. It has been discovered that over 3% of the world's plants contain pyrrolizidine alkaloids, so that's another key indicator. So honey, grains, milk, offal, and eggs all contain pyrrolizidine alkaloids, but you never witness anyone getting liver damage from eating those foods. There you go. I have personally drank 3 to 4 cups of Comfrey per day. This is the root powder when I was healing my shoulder, and I never had any problems with my liver. So that convinced me even further and made my recovery even quicker. So I was able to get back to physical training within 5 to 6 weeks. This is doing pull-ups and push-ups, while doctors told me I would need about 3 to 4 months for my shoulder to get better, and then probably do another 2 to 3 months or 3 or 4 months, whatever, of physical therapy. So there you go, guys. It was rapid relief. I was very happy with the results. Yeah, and it's true. They're not taught about, the doctors are not taught about the healing powers of Comfrey because it just doesn't make them any money. So last part is how to make a Comfrey compress or poultice. So first thing you need is take about 3 to 4 tablespoons of comfrey root powder. Root powder works much better than comfrey leaves as there are more alkaloids inside the root. Then put comfrey root powder into a small bowl. Add just enough water to turn it into a thick wet paste, not too runny and not too dry. I like to also add 1 teaspoon of DMSO, which I mentioned before is a natural solvent, and it comes from the wood industry. And DMSO actually will allow comfrey, or pretty much anything you put it into contact with, to penetrate the skin, joints and other soft tissues deeply, because it acts like a carrier. It just puts the... If you, for example, put Panadol or some kind of a pain relief medication into DMSO and rub it on your skin, it'll go straight into your blood. And there you go, guys. And yeah, mix DMSO into the wet comfrey paste and spread it evenly. Wasn't there like a joke in the 70s where they were saying that they should take acid, LSD, combine it with DMSO and then spray it onto police cars' door handles so cops would get high? Anyway, I don't know if that was ever done, but yeah. Behave yourself, guys. Don't do bad things. And final stage, put comfrey paste into a cotton handkerchief, then place the handkerchief onto an injured part of your body where comfrey is directly touching your skin. Wrap a bandage around the handkerchief to keep it in place and so it applies small pressure onto the skin, and leave it for the next 1 to 2 hours at least. So that's what it looks like. This is obviously using the leaf because the leaves are green. Powder looks more kind of brown color. And like I said before, the root powder is stronger. But some people actually have comfrey growing in their back garden, so they can use fresh leaves. Because if you take the root, obviously you're killing the plant. So otherwise you can order it online. eBay sells it, other little websites sell it. So yeah, and that's what it looks like when you actually apply it. You can put like a cling wrap around as well to keep it all together. And you can easily do it, 3 to 4 times a day. There's no, if you want to do 5 or 6 times a day, then go for it. It doesn't really matter. Just keep in mind that DMSO can be a little bit harsh on your skin if you use too much. So just bear with that one. I actually got these small little pimples on my shoulder when I was applying it 4 or 5 times a day. So yeah, in the end I had to stop using DMSO just because my skin was becoming irritated from that, not from actual comfrey. So yeah, I would recommend, for example, if you're off work and you're staying at home to get better from your injury, so maybe put it on at like 9 o'clock in the morning, then again about 1 p.m, then another poultice at 6 p.m, and then finally one last compress just before you go to bed at like 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. if you're going earlier. So yeah, and leave it on overnight because comfrey works most effectively when you're actually sleeping and your body is regenerating itself. So just make sure you obviously wrap it around properly, otherwise it'll come off at night time and make things messy. Yeah, so you can buy it cheaply and easily on the internet or eBay. And yeah, you can make tea out of it, you can use it topically. It's really, really good. Definitely one of the most amazing herbs for healing. That's comfrey. And yeah, nothing, I repeat, nothing will heal your injuries quicker than comfrey. That's guaranteed. There's nothing. I'm quite passionate about natural healing, coca tea, all that kind of stuff. It's just this stuff is amazing. It'll get you up and running very quickly. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I plan to do more videos on different health topics, more to do with nature and nothing to do with drugs or anything like that. It's because nature has everything you need, guys. So that's it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, consider supporting me on Patreon. Got the link in the video description. And yeah, check out drivenanddesired.com as well as cocateaexpress.com if you want to get a natural energy boost and lose weight naturally. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Drop the bass, Kitty.
And if you want want to protect your online privacy and help my channel out at the same time, visit drivenanddesired.com/NordVPN. If you sign up through that link, I will earn a small commission to keep this channel as well as my other projects like drivenanddesired.com going. Take us out, kitty.
I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think?